Welcome to another fanfic reading. This time, it's everybody getting together with their special some ponies called Love Equestria Style. Chapter 1. The Fashionista View. This story takes place during the tail end of Twilight's love. It was late afternoon in Ponyville. Inside Garrison Boutique, Rarity was finishing her workload for the day. It had been quite a busy day. When she first opened shop, Rarity could never guess a fashionist could be so popular. It was gratifying to know so many ponies had recognized her talent as a seamstress and fashionista. And yet, Rarity had started to worry that her talent itself was having a negative impact on her social life. She was so busy nowadays, she barely had time to spend with her friends, let alone find that special sun pony. She had a share of romantic targets in her lifetime. Prince Bluewood, whom she had fantasized about for quite some time, but it turned out to be an uncouth brute. Trenderhoof, whom she had nursed a crush on for so long, which she had eventually realized was nothing but a crush, and moved on. Of course, Rarity had turned some heads herself, most notably Spike, who had been smitten with her at first sight. But while Rarity cared for Spike greatly, she felt difference in both age and species curtailed any romantic possibilities. Rarity sighed heavily. I won't be young before forever, she thought. And it's not like my special sim was going to just walk through the door. The ringing of a bell indicated that somebody just entered the shop. Welcome to Garrison Boutique. Rarity turned to face the newcomer, where everything is chic, unique, and Rarity thought she got a good look at her customer. He was a handsome stallion with a jet black mane, a midnight blue coat, brown eyes, and a constellation kitty mark. Let me think. Rarity finished dreamily. Hello, madam. The stallion smiled. I'm Orion. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. Rarity smiled. How may I help you? I have the tuxedo I need taken in, Orion declared. Consider it done. Rarity nodded. Come this way. Orion followed her to the dressing room. I don't think I've seen you around town before, Rarity noted. Oh, I just moved here, Orion replied. I used to live in Canterlot. Ah, Canterlot, Rarity smiled. Such a wonderful place. I've been there many times. So I've heard, Miss Rarity, Orion noted. Oh, you've heard of me? Rarity said, just like, what with that word? I don't even understand what it means. Consider yourself our shore's favorite designer, and friends with the princess, it would be hard not to have heard of you. Orion chuckled. Rarity giggled, louder and longer than was necessary. Cleaning her throat, she added, well, I'd better get to work. For poor Rarity, taking on the tux was a snap. She was done in no time. It's finished, she smiled. Wow, Orion guessed. They said you were good, but I didn't think you were that good. You flatter me, Rarity blushed. It's just what I do. Thank you very much, Orion smiled, paying Rarity. As Orion walked over to the door, Rarity was struck by an impulse. Oh, one more thing, she called. Yes? Orion turned. Rarity wanted to ask Orion out to dinner, but the words died on her lips. Never mind. It's none of point. Oh, okay. Orion shrugged. After Orion left, Rarity cursed herself. What is wrong with me? She despaired. The perfect stallion right up in front, right in front of me, and I couldn't ask him out. For the next 2 days, Rarity fell into a mini depression, barely able to concentrate on her work. On the second day, just as Rarity was about to close up shop, Orion returned. You're back! Rarity cheered before realizing what she said. She quickly recovered. Welcome back. Hello again, Miss Rarity. Orion smiled. I wonder, do you have any top hats? Of course I do. Rarity nodded. Let me show you the selection. Rarity presented a group of top hats, and Orion chose one. Excellent choice, Rarity smiled. This is again, Miss Rarity. Orion smiled. As Orion left, Rarity tried to speak up again, but no sound came out. Orion would come by a few more times over the week. Every time, Rarity was unable to act friendly towards him. Then, on his 4th visit, do you by chance carry gentle styles to casual wear? Orion asked. Of course, Rarity nodded. Right this way. Rarity led Orion to the stallion wear section. My, so many choices. What do you think would look good? Orion asked. Everything, Rarity sighed. But let's find out what looks the best. Rarely had Oriana try on several outfits, each time barely being able to restrain her adoration. Eventually, she decided that a white jacket with a silver waistcoat would suit Oriana best. There we are, Reddy said as Oriana admired himself in the mirror. You're one dashing stallion. Really? Oriana said modestly. Well, if any point of fashion, it would be you. I'll take it. Oriana paid for the symbol and headed for the door. Hold on, Reddy stopped him. Yes? Oriana asked. I was just wondering, Reddy mumbled. Perhaps you'd like to go out to dinner with me one night? Oriana looked away for a moment. I'd love to, he said finally. Really? Reddy beamed. Of course, Oriana nodded. To be honest, I've been taken with your beauty since we first met. Pictures simply do not do you justice, my dear. You're truly lovely. Oh my, Reddy blushed. And I must confess, you're the most handsome stallion I've ever seen. So, shall we say tomorrow evening at 7? Oriana offered. We shall, Reddy nodded. I know there's a quaint little bite, so that would be just perfect. Then settled. Oriana took Reddy's over and kissed. Until then, lovely one. Oriana walked out of the boutique. Once he left, Reddy collapsed to the floor in a love-struck daze. Well, how about that? She thought. My special someone really did walk into the door. I know, so ironic, right? Chapter 2. Heart Over Hooves. Once again, this story takes place near the end of Twilight's love. Apple Bucket City had once again arrived, and Sweet Apple Acres had quite a bumper crop of apples. Between Applejack and Big Macintosh, such numbers were barely a challenge. Unfortunately, Big Mac had turned and strained his ankle a day before the harvest, cutting their pony power in half. Applejack, knowing from personal experience that she couldn't buck all those apples alone, sought out help. Applejack called upon her friends. Twilight had to attend a royal summit in the Crystal Empire. Reddy had to deliver fashion designs to Canterlot. Rainbow was visiting Family Clasdale. Flashlight was caring for a flock of sick birds, and Pinkie Pie was too busy playing Pound and Pumpkin Cake's birthday party. What are you gonna do, Granny? Applejack asked. I can't do the entire harvest by myself. Don't fret, young'un, Granny Smith declared. I got some pony he might be able to help. You get the bucket, then I'll bring him in. Trusting her grandmother's choice, Applejack started bucking apples. As she moved to her fourth tree, Granny Smith came by with a sound that Applejack recognized. Caramel. What the hey? Applejack spluttered. Applejack? You remember Caramel, right? Granny Smith smiled. Hello. Caramel nervously smiled, waving his hoof. Applejack half-heartedly returned the gesture before turning to the elderly mare. Granny, can I talk to you in private? Granny nodded. Applejack led her a short distance away. Is this what the hell you're talking about? Applejack asked. Sure is. Granny Smith nodded. What seems to be the problem? The problem is that Caramel ain't exactly the most dependable stallion, Applejack told her. And every winter wrap up, he loses the seeds. What, you think he'll lose the trees? Granny Smith joked. Or the apples? Very funny, Applejack frowned. But I don't think a pony that loses seeds would be the right pony for this kind of work. Oh, come now, Applejack. Hang on. Just what we need. An able-bodied stallion, Granny told her. Yeah, it'll be great for you, great to help. Ponies ain't exactly in line up to help, you know. You're right, Granny, Applejack sighed. Better get to work. Applejack walked over to Caramel. You ever apple buck before? He asked. No, Caramel admitted. But how hard can it be? It's more complicated than you think, Applejack countered. You gotta hit the tree just right in order to get as many apples to fall as possible. To emphasize her point, Applejack kicked the nearest tree, resulting in a downpour of apples. Not bad, Caramel gazed. Your turn, Applejack prompted. Okay. Caramel took his place by another tree. Here he goes. He pucked the tree, causing soon up to fall. Might want to work on that, Applejack chided. But for now, let's get to work. Together, they bucked trees all day. Caramel got better as the day progressed, mentioning 2 or 3 apples with each buck. The proof did not go unnoticed by Applejack. Gotta admit, he's a hard worker, Applejack mused. Not up to my apple bucking standard, but he'll do for now. By that point, Caramel had worked up quite a sweat. His body, while not as well built as Big Mac's, was in fairly good shape. His wet-laden body glistened in the sunlight, and Applejack found herself staring for a moment, before she shook herself. Dang heat stroke, she thought to herself. As the sun began to set, the working day came to an end. Applejack and Caramel pulled the overflowing apple carts to the barn. Good work today, Caramel. Applejack smiled. Thanks, AJ. Caramel grinned. See you tomorrow. Bright and early, Applejack nodded. Later that evening, the Apple family had gathered for supper. How's your anger, Big Mac? Apple asked. Feeling better? Yup. Big Macintosh nodded. He felt even better when Miss Sheila came to visit. Evelyn smirked. Big Mac really liked that. Big Mac declared his little sister. So how'd the apple picking go? Granny Smith asked. Not bad, Applejack shrugged. Grandma ain't chummy bugger, but he did okay. There, see? Granny Smith. I knew he'd be great help. Just as long as he keeps it up, Applejack declared. Then plenty more apples to buck. Next morning, Cameron returned, and he started apple bucking again. I think I'm starting to get the hang of this, Cameron smiled, downing 4 apples with 1 buck. Maybe I should consider carrying an apple buck. His words were cut short as the 5th apple came down, right on his head. You okay? Applejack asked, mildly concerned. I think so. Cameron cringed, 1 hoof on his head. Can you see a bump? Applejack examined the area. Nope, Alex, she saw his Cameron turned her, their eyes meeting. Applejack had never looked Cameron in the eyes before, at least not closely. He had pretty moderate cerulean eyes. So pretty in fact that it took Applejack a few extra seconds to respond. Fine. That's good. Apple smiled, blushing life from their close proximity. And the apple looks like it's okay too. He put the apple in the cart. Well, time to get back to work. Yeah, sure. Applejack nodded, choosing to ignore the trace to fit in their chest. Speaking of which, this is some hard work, Cameron noted. Not that one to wrap all the stuff. You really do this for a living? Sure do. Applejack nodded. Wow, Cameron smiled. Gotta admit, I'm impressed. Thanks, Applejack smiled. I know I'm kind of a bungler, what with always looking seeds for one to wrap up. But to be honest, I've always admired the work ethic of few apples, Cameron admitted. Every time I messed up, I felt bad about letting you ponies down, which is why I'm not gonna mess this up. These apples are your livelihood, and I won't let them go to waste. That's right, honorable of you. Applejack smiled, impressed by Cameron's dedication. Now let's get to it. As they continued their work, Applejack found herself stealing glances at Caramel. Aside from his absent-mindedness during when to wrap up, she realized she knew very little about him. In the short time he'd been helping her, she'd realized he was hardworking, honest, and kind-hearted, a truly distant stallion. An image suddenly popped in her mind's eye. The two of them on a grassy hill, enjoying the sunset together. His hoof on her shoulders. Whoa, doggy, Applejack said himself. I'm way too busy for any of that lovey-dovey hoo-ha. Despite what she told herself, Applejack couldn't help stealing more glances as the day went on. As the sunset once more, Cameron departed, waving brightly at her. She brushed away back. It took a moment for her to realize Granny Smith was right behind her. Did I ever tell you how I met your grandpappy? Granny Smith asked. With Applejack frowned. He was a farmhand my pa hired. Granny Smith is nostalgic. I had such a crush on him. Took me weeks to work up the courage to talk to him. We got real friendly after that, and one day he asked me out. The rest is history. What are you getting at, Granny? Applejack asked. Why, you got finished for that nice Caramel fella. Guess what? Granny smirked. What? No, I do not. Applejack spluttered. Sure you do. Granny smirked. He's as plain as a blush on your cheeks. So what? Applejack pouted. I don't have to have time for that romantic hogwash anyway. I'm way too busy working this here farm. I got my hooves planted firmly on the ground. Oh, Applejack. Granny smiled. Sometimes you gotta put your heart before your hooves. But Granny, Applejack countered. No buts, young'un. Granny said, you shouldn't deny your feelings. I mean, look at your brother. He may be just as dedicated to the farm as you. Yet he seems to be wooing that school teacher of apple bloom. Well, he had a lot of free time to lose with his friend and all. What's your point anyhow, Granny? Applejack asked. All I'm saying is that you want to see how you gotta get out of the orchard every once in a while, Granny declared. Get out there and see what the world has to offer. You understand what I'm coming from, right? I guess, Applejack shrugged. But what exactly should I do? I ain't second experienced in these matters, you know. What's to know? Granny chuckled. Just come up to him and ask him on a date. So easy that a blank slate writer could easily ask out a princess. That easy, huh? Applejack smiled. Worth a try, I guess. The next day, Cameron returned for the final round of apple bugging. Applejack nervously bided her time, waiting for what she thought was the perfect time to ask Caramel. As the day ended, she finally managed to spit it out. Hey, Caramel? She asked. Yeah, AJ? Caramel asked back. I've been thinking, Applejack stated. I got y'all all packed wrong. Oh shit, yeah, for losing those winter wrap-up seats. You're pretty decent style, young know and all. Oh, thanks, Cameron smiled. Thanks for giving me a shot. I know it can't have been easy after the aforementioned seat incidents. Why say we get to know each other a little better? Applejack covered. Like, maybe a nice romantic hayride? Romantic? Cameron instantly blushed. Sure, I'd love to. Darn tootin', Applejack smiled. Sure, well, like they were riding on a car filled with hay, being pulled by Bang Mac, whose ankle had finally healed. Applejack was leaning against Cameron's side. Now, this is what I call a hayride. Applejack smiled. Yeah, Cameron nodded. So, what excites your opinion of me so much? Like I say, I like hard-working sons with blue eyes. Applejack kissed Cameron's cheek. Lucky for me, huh? Cameron chuckled, rubbing hoof around her. Good thing Granny Smith came to me for help with apple bugging. Easy there, Big Mac told them. Don't forget about the peanut gallery. And now chin wagging, Applejack chuckled. Let's enjoy the view and each other's company. Yes, ma'am. Cameron was slung closer to Applejack. The car continued to strip around the Nile Harvest Orchard. The 2 points continued to be in each other's company.